What's happening, everybody? Crispy Divine Central Mass Vapors. So much time has passed since I've made a video. Why am I here today? Well, let me take you back. Let's go back in time, okay? So, let's Estelle Getty this shit, right? So picture it. It was 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago, I don't know. It's been a while. And if anybody doesn't know the Estelle Getty reference, please look up the Golden Girls. You'll be happy you did. But anyways, picture it. Whatever, how long it's been, a couple years since I started vaping, okay? Everything's really, really new. If you remember my story of when I first started vaping, I went to this place. I got this really weird cherry vape juice. I got a coffee one and a tobacco one. All of them, well, the tobacco one was disgusting. The cherry one was good, and the other one, it was like, okay, whatever. Then I discovered a juice maker and a company. If you go back to my first videos, you'll hear me talking about them. And I was like so excited. And I had found this juice called Cinnamon Roll that I was absolutely a fanatic about. Like, I remember when I got my, what was it? The K-Fun 3.1 clone. Whoa, clone. But yeah, so I had that. And I remember I wouldn't let any of the juice in it. Like, this was all I was vaping. And then, of course, dripping it as well. But mostly in the tank. So anyways, after a while, of course, you start to, you want to figure out what kind of juices you like. So you start looking at different companies and trying different flavors. But I was always trying to find another juice company that had an awesome cinnamon flavor. Now, in the past 2 years or so, I found a couple of okay flavors, but none of which were like this specific one. So anyways, like maybe a year ago or maybe like 6 months ago, I don't remember how long it was, I was like, oh my God, forget it. I'm just going to go back to this company and I'm going to get a bottle of their cinnamon roll flavor because that was my favorite at the time and I haven't bought it in so long and it's super cheap. Now it would be considered like a budget juice, I suppose. So I went and I paid the money, I got it, and I was super happy. I got it.
When I got it, and I got it, and I got it. So I got it in the mail.
And, I was like, did the smell, and I was like, it smells a little different than it used to. And then I filled up something, and I was like all psyched for it. And it tasted a little different than it used to be. And I just didn't know what to think about that. I was like, I don't know. I've had a lot of problems with budget juice. A lot of people talk, I swear to God, I see a lot of people talk about how they get their 120 mils for like $10 and they buy like $15 180 mil bottles. And I'm always like super jealous about that because all the juices that I like are like, $65, $75, $80 for 120 mil. So I choose to vape the juice that I like. Not that there's anything wrong with that juice. And I'm sure the people that are vaping on that budgety juice, they're getting their best for their money and they love it and that's awesome for them. For me, I just have always had a problem. I've never found a juice that sells it in big bottles like that for cheap that I've enjoyed. And I'm not saying they're not out there. They probably are. I just haven't found it yet. Anyways, let's get to the point. So, all of a sudden I'm like, what the heck? This flavor doesn't taste like anything like it used to. It didn't taste good in any of my tanks. And, of course, now I'm using way better tanks and there's way better airflow and all that good stuff. And it didn't taste good in a dripper. And I was like, either they changed their recipe or it's just my tastes, So I wasn't sure which is which. Is it because of that or is it because of they changed their juice or whatever? So anyways, I stayed on the hunt. I've had endless bottle after bottle after bottle of cinnamon roll flavors, cinnamon cream cheese flavors, cinnamon Danish flavors, cinnamon cookies, looking for the same freaking taste that I love so much, and I have not yet to find it. So now let's fast or rewind. What was it, yesterday or the day before? I can't remember what time it was. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And I'm scrolling through Facebook, yada yada yada, and all of a sudden I see a freaking post from Steven Sapir in the Beantown Fanatics group. And it says, actually it was a big picture of a cinnamon roll or Danish or something. And it says that he has this whole story like they always do about like that, how it came to be. And they were going to be putting out, and it was live at the time on their site, a cinnamon roll flavor called Cinna Rolly. Let's get a close-up of that because I always really love the Beantown Vapor logo and stuff. Now, of course, this is not just any, juice. This is ultra premium mod grease, okay? So, I mean, if you guys don't know that by now, well, where have you been? So, anyway, I immediately took out a credit card. I got a bottle. I should have gotten 10, but I just got one. So, here's where it gets fun, okay? So, I get this in the mail. I haven't been this excited about a juice in forever because I just had such high hopes for this. So, I crack open the bottle. I have to, like, empty out the little juice because I need a nice, big sniff inside the bottle. And I also like to smell this part of it too, separate. I know it's probably the same thing, but to me it's just my little ritual. So, now instantly it's like, you know how sometimes you could smell something and it's like, oh my god, it smells so good. And it's like, you vape it and you're like, wait a minute. As soon as I smelled this, I just knew there was something about this juice that was going to make me absolutely go
crazy.
Sorry, I just get kind of in it. Oh, it smells so good. I mean, it just smells unbelievable, okay? So, Beantown Vapor, 3 milligrams, ultra premium mod grease, Cinna. It has the, vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol flavoring, nicotine. It's got the Prop 65, warning on it. And then it gives the Beantown Vapor, website. I'll put it up here or down here. It's www.beantownvapor.com. Made in the USA, of course. So like I said, after smelling this juice, I was in absolute heaven, okay? So I had a Kennedy 24 already built at the time. It had like some dual 24 gauge parallel something or other, and I had another bakery flavor in it, okay? And I was like, you know what? I can't wait to get a new build on this. I'm gonna vape what's on here. I'm gonna wait until they're completely dry, and then I'm gonna just pour some juice on there, just so I can get a taste like ASAP, because I needed to try it right then and there. Now, let me tell you this. There's two kinds of juices in this world. I'll totally serious right now. There's a type of juice that when you drip it over a coil or put it on cotton that has already been saturated by another flavor, there's those type of juices that seep into that cotton and automatically mix in with that other juice and just make the flavoring completely screwed up. It just is this yuck, Or it's their juice that will go into the thing and you automatically have the new flavor of the juice you just put on there, and it automatically takes over. And that's what happened here. It was almost like it seeped into the cotton and said, screw you, get out of there. Now, it also helps that I put it on something that had a similar flavor. I mean, I don't ever put a fruity thing and then put a cinnamon roll on top of that. That's silly. But this had a similar kind of, bakery dessert flavor, which is my jam. Ooh, jam. No, just kidding. So, anyway, I did it, and I was like this. This is me, okay? Now, I can tell you right off the bat, I had a parallel thing on here, and I'm using it on a regulated thing, which I usually use mix with my Kennedys and stuff, but the build I had on there had a kind of a longer ramp-up time, so I was using it on this because it kind of just went instant. But I'll tell you what, that first initial, spark of juice the vapor that came into my mouth, it was like this unbelievable deep cinnamon sugar frosting flavor. You know what I'm saying? It was just instant. So I was like, holy crap, this is crazy. So I kept going, right? Okay, so check this out, okay? Anybody out there who's a fan of cinnamon flavors, cinnamon roll flavors, stuff like that, you guys are going to know when I say that 9 times out of 10, when you vape on cinnamony type flavor type stuff like that, it always is so spicy cinnamony. It's almost like you ever take a cinnamon, a taste of cinnamon and put it in your mouth. It's no sweetness or anything. It just tastes spicy. And I mean, I love the taste of it, but you know what I'm saying? That taste of bleh, that's what they all taste like. I mean, they try to incorporate a sweetener flavoring that makes it sweeter or creamy, but it never does the trick. This does this, okay? It just is the best and I'm saying this after one day of vaping it on a freaking RDA. I haven't even put this on a tank yet, but I'm giving this the seal of approval. This is the best cinnamon roll flavor I've ever had. You guys know me. I'm not working for Beantown Vapor. I get nothing for doing this video. This is prickly. What the fuck? This is strictly a fanboy type video. It's unbelievable. So, with that said, I have been working on this all day. I've got like a quarter of the bottle gone, and that's with vaping it all day. It's funny because I hear people talking about how they friggin' vape like a whole bottle, 30 ml bottle of one juice every day. I always have like 10, like, honestly, I always have like all this juice going, like all at once every day, and it's because I just like variety and I like my mods and I think it's fun and it's fun. So for me, it's hard to vape. It's hard for me to tell you how much I vape or whatever. But I'm telling you this: I carried this mod around, or wasn't this specific mod, but I carried around this RDA today on a mod, and I had 2 other mods with me with like a tank and a little bit of different flavor. I vaped this all day. Didn't put it down. I can't put it down. It's fabulous. I can't wait to get another bottle because then I can feel okay about filling up a tank or 2, putting in a different wattages, and then maybe I'll come make another video and tell you how my experience was. But I needed to put out a crazy video, a first look, a first taste, a fanboy video of telling you guys just how much I freaking enjoy this. You guys know that I'm a huge fan of O-Face. I've got my O-Face rocking around here someplace always. Soul Custardy, Lemon, that's all part of like my vaping experience, okay? I am so happy. Amazing. Yeah, I just wanted to come out and say this. Your boy's gonna make videos here and there. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just know this had to happen. I got a lot of new stuff that I could totally play with and show you guys, and maybe I will start making more videos. But for now, go pick up a bottle of Beantown Vapor, Cinna Rolly. You will not be disappointed. I can promise you that. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And if you guys aren't and haven't, and I know that you are and have, please help support vaping. You need to join in the fight if you aren't already. You know, all the stuff that's going on right now with August 8th coming up, you have to get on the ball. If you haven't already, just do so. We've already seen some major hits happen all around the United States and all that crappy stuff. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant on this absolutely badass flavor. Thank you, Beantown Vapor, for being such a cool company. And thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Sorry, just had to go there.